BEIN TV, connected to your world.
Zongo Shark Tank shirin da aka tsara don tallafawa matasa 'yan kasuwan zango don rage talauci a cikin al'umma. Za a ba mahalarta damar da za su gabatar da ra'ayoyinsu, kuma masu nasara uku za su samu babban jari. Abokan taimako su ne Allied Consortium Limited, IYD, da Afro Arab.
The Zongo Shark Tank, a show that supports young Zongo entrepreneurs to realize their dream businesses. This initiative is in line with SDG Goals 1 and 8, which stands for poverty alleviation and a decent work and economic growth. 3 winners, with each winner going home with 10,000 Ghana cedis. Business and technical support shall be provided.
Hello, welcome to the second episode of the maiden edition of the Zongo Shark Tank reality show. With me here, I have Mr. Hussein Hassan, a media practitioner and a sports management consultant, and our very own Mr. Rabiu Maude, a business executive. We are going to have businesses to pitch to you. The first contestant for today is Miss Hajara Musa Zakaria, all the way from Cape Coast.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. My name is Hajara Musa Zakaria and I'm into fruits juice production. My company name is Haj Nasma Enterprise. We are located at Cape Coast and our contact is 0246 269642. My business summary is basically on fruit juice production, and we ventured into fruit juice production because we focused on the rate at which fruits get bad on market when it is during the bumper period. So the first idea that came to mind was, why can't we process this to preserve the fruits so that when it is in the lean season, people will get the products for consumption. So I ventured with a little, as much as 5 cedis. I purchased the pineapple, mango, and I had small bottles of 25 ml, and I started the business with it. And alhamdulillah, I started production in 2009 with the production of about 10 bottles with 250 ml, and today I produce about 1,500 ml. I don't produce 250 ml anymore. I produce 1,500 ml bottle of within a month, which if my product is not in market and there are other products in the market and my customers come there, they rather call me, why are my products not in market? Because they really preferred my products compared to my competitors. So I believe if there are some challenges that I'm facing based on production, capital wise, if I get that chance, I'll be able to beat the market. When it comes to production, I started with kitchen blender, but today I have about 4 blenders that I work with the machine that I use to extract the juice that blend everything together. But I'm focusing on getting a machine that can separate the juice from the chaff, whereby it gives easy process, it gives increase in production, and we will be able to meet demand also. And it is going to reduce the rate at which graduate unemployment is also in the system. Our main focus here is to give helping hand to graduate unemployment, to increase capital wise, and to also reduce the rate at which raw materials like pineapple and mango go bad in the market. Basically, that is our aim, and inshallah, we are trying our best to meet our targets. When it comes to market opportunities, because our target is from the young to the old age, middle age, the old, so our market is open to everyone. And due to also health-wise, people are now considering fruit juice rather than the fizzy drinks. So I think our market is a bit a demanding one and a wider one as well. When it comes to the business model, the products are distributed directly to wholesalers and retailers, to the shops and the restaurants and other places, those who come to the units to buy as well. So we open our hands to everyone that comes to us. Okay, I have a Google also, a Google platform where I've posted my products there. If you go on Google and you search Nasma Natural Fruit Juice, you'll find my company there, and you will like it and give us some comments as well.
So how long have you been? You didn't tell us how long you've been running this stadium.
I've been running the facility since 2019. I started 2019 and I went through FDA registration. I started with a little at 5 bottles, 10 bottles, 5 bottles. So I registered the company, I registered with FDA, and I now supply about 7 places in Cape Coast. Accra, I also have customers in Accra. So whenever I'm coming down and they are short of products, I bring them the products. And when they are short and they call me, I also give it to a car and they bring it to them.
Okay, your business model is quite interesting. I think you have done well, going by the feeds you have given us since you started. I also saw you mention about Google.
Yeah.
If we search Google, we would find you. Beyond that, have you taken up any efforts to promote your product?
Yeah, I have flyers. I've been distributing flyers as a form of advertisement. And wherever I go, I meet a gathering, I try to advertise my products by myself. And those who have also consumed by reference, they also recommend the product to others.
Okay. Do you do any of the more popular social media?
I do also post my products on Facebook and my status as well.
Okay. Can we know the amount of following that you have? How many people do you have on Facebook that follow your page? Do you have a page?
I don't have a business page.
You don't have a business page, but you should.
Yeah, I created one, but I don't normally post there. I post on the general.
In this day and age, social media, Facebook, Instagram, for the kind of thing that you do, you know.
I've created pages for all that. But gradually.
So when you move from here, take that into consideration, okay? Yeah, work on that. Because I think your product looks good, and I think you can push it. Because I've seen products that are not as good looking as this that are doing well on social media. So take that into consideration going forward, okay?
About 5 products. I have pine ginger, mango pine, ginger mix, high base wine. High base wine is bisap, but due to branding, if you see high base wine, you try to find out what is high base wine by going into that. So that is high base wine. So all these are products from Nasma Enterprise.
Okay, so my advice is that get a Facebook page, get Instagram, and then start pushing your product through that. It would go faster. Okay?
Thank you.
Right.
Miss Hajara Musa, my name is Rabiu Maude. I'm not as nice as this, my brother. I think he's been very nice with you. We are very encouraged, especially when we see young women take up entrepreneurship. It's very encouraging, and we applaud you for that. Entrepreneurship is a very long journey. It's sometimes very lonely. It's very tedious. It's very time-taking. You need a lot of funding. You need a lot of sacrifice, and you need a lot of learning. So I'm happy that you have come on this platform, and whatever is said to you is not out of malice, but it's just for you to grow, okay, to make you a better person, and then to face the competition out there. And the business environment is not friendly. As my brother can tell you, it's not friendly at all. It's like war, and you have to be ready with your arsenal. So whatever you hear from here, take it in good faith. First and foremost, I like your presentation. I like that you've packaged yourself well. I have tasted your juice. It's not the best that I have tasted. It's not the best, I will not lie to you. But it means that there's a lot of room for improvement. What I want to ask you is that from 2019 till 2022, how have your numbers been? Okay, what have you produced in a year? How much have you made? And where are we as of now in terms of your business?
2021 to 2022, which we've not ended 2022. Our production is about 1,000 bottles
a week. So you are doing. So you are doing averagely 1,500 bottles a month.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So
say minimum 1,500 bottles a month.
Yeah, let's see. But due to some ups, I brought it down to 1,000. We are projecting from 2022 to 2023 to hit the markets with a production of 2,000 and above.
2,000 and above?
Yeah.
Okay. On what basis did you make this projection?
On my sales, I have my invoices.
So you have people ordering
And
people to produce
to meet demand.
Okay.
Sometimes due to shortage of raw materials, or sometimes I'm not in town, customers start calling. We came and you are.
Okay. When you say you are not in town, are you doing it part-time or?
I'm a teacher.
Okay.
Sometimes over the weekend I go to the village too.
So what do you want to do with the business? Do you want to leave the teaching and do it full-time, or you want to do it part-time?
I want to do it full-time if I get the facility. What is hindering me is the capital to push into it, to get my equipment and things that will enable me to leave my teaching and hold on to that.
Which capital are you looking at?
As at now, if I get about 10,000 to add up to what I am gaining.
10,000 Ghana cedis, what would that do for you?
10,000, as at now, I have some equipment that I would use that money to support, which I would, but the equipment I need now is an extraction machine. That's
okay. How much is that?
Which costs about 3,000. That is the local one.
Okay.
Costs about 3,000. Then I want the inkjets, which I will use for embossing the expiry dates, everything, rather than stamping like this, so that the work will move faster. So the inkjet also cost about 2,000 to 2,900. Then after which.
So we have about 5,000 now. So 5,000 can do the job with what you already have.
With what I already have, I can push up with, I can increase production with.
Okay, so two things. On your label, I see that production is 15th of August 2022 and expiry is 15th of November 2022. It means that you have a leeway of 3 months.
Yeah, which it wouldn't get to 1 week, but because of FDA requirements, there should be.
What I'm saying is that will this stay? Do you have any preservatives inside?
No, it is a natural way of preserving it, a process that you went through during training.
So this will last for 3 months without refrigeration?
No.
And there's nothing that will happen to it?
No.
You sure about that?
Yeah. That's because it's fresh juice, if you go through the process well, then it will last.
So the reason I'm asking you this is, the juice in itself might be okay, but you are using a poly material, which is rubber, and that could suffer degeneration and affect the content of the juice. So when you are talking about what will happen to it 3 months and is good, you'd have to think about it again. Okay. Secondly, looking at your averages of minimum 1,500 bottles a month, and you are making a profit of 1 Ghana cedi, you are looking to make at least 1,500 cedis in profits, barring taking out all your costs, your fixed costs and your running costs. You are to make about 1,500 Ghana cedis a month. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you keep saving 1,500 cedis a month for 4 months, that will give you 6,000 Ghana cedis. How haven't you been able to purchase these equipment by yourself?
There are a lot that goes through if I've been purchasing the equipment gradually. That's why I have about 4 blenders now with that extraction machine, which also cost about 3,000.
So you have it already?
I have it. No, not the one I showed on the video. I have it already. Then with the 4 blenders, with the heat gun I use for my packaging. And I've acquired a piece of land to that. I'm planning to move my unit there. Yeah. So
everything goes back into the business. Okay, that's commendable. Okay, so who is your direct competition? I mean, many people run these. There are more than 100 brands of these. And if I know you're in Cape Coast, the University of Cape Coast alone has a population of over 60,000. Have you tapped into that market?
Yeah, I supply the Sasakawa Center. Okay. And they've been my first place of supply when I started. They encouraged me to go to Ghana Revenue Authority to take, because they will not take any invoice apart from that from GRE. So I've been supplying them with my products.
If you do not get the 10,000 and you get 5,000, what will you do with it?
Yeah, my target now is the extraction machine and the inkjet, because I have others that will support me to get the other equipment. So if I'm able to get the extraction machine, it will make my work easier with the inkjets, rather than stamping, going through the process of stamping for the expiry dates and other things. It will reduce time.
Okay.
And meet the market demand.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. As my brother has said, he's giving you some tidbits. Take them, but work on the final taste of this one especially has a lot more ginger and it makes it very sour. I'm sure that you can also work on that. Work on the product development well. The branding is not bad, but you can do a lot better. Find some graphic designer who can make it a lot more appealing. Okay, and then also I see the varieties that you have. If you can have one that will be ginger, will be watered down a little bit for school kids, and make it. Okay, okay. And that one you can quickly sell it for 2 cedis, and instead of the kids buying all of these sugary drinks, you can target the schools as well and then also supply them. That will be a very good revenue source for you, and you can do many bigger projects, inshallah. So thank you very much. Unless you have something to add.
I think you've said everything.
Okay, then inshallah you.
The next on our list is Amdia Abdul Latif of Echo Period, all the way from Kumasi.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Amdi Abdul Latif. I'm the founder and CEO of Regals, which produces Echo Period reusable sanitary pad. It is comfortable to wear, easy to wash and dry, and is designed to promote good health, safe cost, and the ecosystem. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay, I know you are men, but imagine if you are a girl and your life is without a pad. Imagine during your menstruation. And also if you are the planet, imagine tons of menstrual waste being dumped on you every 3 to 2 hours by half the world's menstruating female population. My name is Amdi Abdulatif. I'm the founder and CEO of Real Girls, which is a social impact organization that is focused on ending period poverty, plastic period, and high unemployment in our underserved communities. Sadly, in Ghana, 95% of girls miss school days during menstruation because they lack access to pads, and some of them, which affect the quality of their education and health. And sex for pad is also a common trade in the poorest areas of our communities. So currently, 45 billion menstrual products are generated or used every year, which contributes as the 5th most common type of waste that is actually end up in our oceans, endangering marine species. So this is where Real Girls comes in with its eco period, which is helping to solve 3 critical issues, that is period poverty, plastic period, and high unemployment in our communities.
The second is what?
Period poverty, plastic period.
Plastic period.
Yeah, that is where 90% of the plastic in the disposable parts we have in the market create ecological damage because they take about 800 years to decompose. What we do is, what Real Girls does is, we locally produce and distribute Eco Period, which is an eco-friendly, non-toxic and affordable reusable sanitary pad, along with menstrual health education. And we create employment for socially disadvantaged women who sew these pads, and we also, at the same time, we save the planet from tons of menstrual waste. So currently, yes. So this is our product, and then I'll show you how it works. So our product is carefully engineered. Please back. Yes. So this is our product. It is carefully engineered from sustainable cotton fabrics. It is highly comfortable and absorbent. It is leak-proof and comfortable to wear, easy to wash and dry. And it's designed to save. It is designed to protect the planet, save pocket and health. So this is how it works, but I'll show you how it works later. Next, yeah. So currently the global sanitary pad market is valued at $24 billion, but our immediate market is valued at $9.6 million. So please next. So our business model, so as a social enterprise, what we do is to make the products available on large scale to our partners, our development partners. So as they implement their CSR, they purchase our products in large quantities and distribute. We also do online direct sales, both online and offline. We also recruit local agents who make our parts available in our communities. And we also generate revenue through the sale of our parts and others. So our competitors are imported disposable sanitary pads. You have agri pads and then banana parts, and then these are what we mark against them. So all these qualities, our products are more than theirs.
Eco Period, congratulations for coming on this program. I am very happy that you are tackling one of the very important aspects of hygiene, and that has to do with our siblings, our sisters, our wives, our daughters. And I'm very happy that you've taken it upon yourself. I have heard many of such initiatives. In fact, one of our sisters is into it, and I don't even see this as a space where you have competition. Because if you are doing social good, there's no competition in it. I mean, everybody can do their part, and then you do your part as well. I'm only concerned sometimes about the statistics we put out there. If you tell me that 95% of girls miss school because of pad.
I said menstruation.
Menstruation.
Yes.
95% of girls miss school because of menstruation.
Yes. And it's not just because of parts that they don't have, it's also because of, during menstruation, they go through a lot of psychological and emotional changes, and most of them to go through period cramps. So, and then based on like other conditions as well, like stigma and taboos and other things, they are unable to attend school. For instance, when she's menstruating and she gets period cramps and other things, she doesn't go. A lot of women, when they are menstruating,
the number may be a lot,
and this is actually a research putting out there.
Yes, but if you say 95%, that could be problematic.
That's huge.
Yes.
95%.
95%, it means every week we should have 2 ladies sitting at home because of menstruation in every single school. Not to worry. Yes. The other thing is that I am concerned about contamination. Yes, regular parts are from poly products, you know, plastics and things like that. So chokes the environment, you know, that is a huge problem. This is reusable, is washable. My only problem is that how do you stop it from being contaminated after washing it and drying it on the lines?
Okay, actually, reusable pads are one of the safest hygiene menstrual products, because those in the markets, they use toxic chemicals, the coagulants, which creates health risks because of the chemicals that are used. So they travel up the reproductive system, creating a lot of problems. Some of the cervical infections and cancer, like cancer, have been linked back. But unlike our product, it is made from just cotton. It is natural, plastic-free, and chemical-free. And then it is made from specialized fabric, which cannot even be sourced here. So they are like easy to wash and dry, and the sun's heat is capable of killing all the bacteria and even sterilizing it for next use. And also, this our idea or innovation is actually an old knowledge that we've added a bit of innovation to it.
Is it Kenya?
Yes, what I mean is
I mean the innovation, the old knowledge.
Yes, where our parents use cloth for their period, but due to stigma and misconception that have been attached to menstruation, the convenience of just throwing away your pad has taken over the day. But that is still unhygienic and not good for the body as well, because when you throw your pad away, it will stay there for about 800 days. So women are still looking for options that they can actually wash away their menstrual blood, and it is not dirty. Menstrual blood is not dirty or unhygienic. It's actually biological phenomenon and healthy.
Okay. So you do not do direct. So did you say you do direct sales, or you produce to give to organizations that want to do CSR?
We do direct sales as well. Come again.
How much for?
Yes, we have targets, so we have a price for the international markets. For instance, if an international organization comes, we give it to them on a price. When we have direct, so we give it to them on 55 cedis for a Supreme kit. This is the Supreme kit. The Supreme kit contains all the menstrual needs of a girl for 3 good years without any monthly purchase. So it contains panties, pads, it contains Ziploc bag, soap. It contains menstrual cycle charts to help her track her period for 3 years, and then it also tells her how to care and use for the pad as well.
How many pads do you have in there?
About 10
Really?
for the Supreme. Yes, for the Supreme kit.
It's all up to 55 CDs for international bodies.
Yes.
So if a girl in Asawasi wants to buy, how much is that to her?
45 cedis. We give it to her for 45 cedis. Yes.
Okay, and that includes all of this?
Yes, please. And then we sell single ones too. We have just a pod, which is just a single pad. That one too is just 10 cedis. So if you want to try, some people are curious, they want to try, so you can just buy this trial kit, which is just a pod.
How have you marketed it? Because if you're in Kumasi, how people haven't heard of this. I've seen this, some leading women's mentorship, something. I think I've sponsored something like this before. But I don't know, how do you market yourselves? Where do people get them? You know, I haven't seen you on the social media or anything. How do you market this?
Okay, it's a new product. That means it demands a lot of awareness and stuff. So I do a lot of events and seminars, and then workshops as well. One workshop, for instance, I was invited for Zongo Senior High School something, and the MP was invited, Mubarak Montaka. He was invited, and in fact, during one of my presentations, he was very happy about it, and he even asked for production of the 1,000 parts for 5 years. Yes, so these are some of the channels I use, and then I've done a lot of distribution as well. Distribution with Plan Ghana, we've done distribution with Danish Children Fund. We are in partnership with this for girls. Yes, and
what has been the feedback from girls and ladies?
It's been amazing. You know, it's a new product, so when they get it, normally they get it through piloting in school distribution. So when they go home, the feedback is awesome. So they even come back seeking to purchase some because it is comfortable, unlike the disposable pad, which is 90% plastic. It does not allow airflow. So when you wear it with time, and then because of the chemicals that I use, with time, the heat, there's so much heat because there's no airflow, and then the blood also reacts with the coagulants, creating itches. It starts with itches, rashes, and infections, and it travels up the reproductive system. But
how
this
easy
one
is it to wash something that you have blood on and everything? How easy is it to?
Yes, that is why we use specialized type of material. That's our trade secret. I don't give out the name, but I can show it to you. It is easy. I can even demonstrate the absorbency level. It is about 60% more absorbent.
Contact with the blood itself.
You know, blood, it's because of the stigma and misconceptions that have been held against menstruation for years that makes menstruation look dirty and filthy. Menstrual blood is just the shedding of the uterus and an unfertilized egg, and it doesn't even smell. When it smells, it's because of the pad, because it does not allow airflow, but this one is breathable. It allows airflow, and when you remove it, it is just like you using a cloth to mop out a cut-out place with blood. It is smell like it doesn't smell odorless and everything, and it's amazing how the blood comes out so easily from the material, because that is how the fabric works. So when you put it in water, all the blood will come out, and then you pour it away, and it takes only just a small water to wash. So even this water can wash the pad. When you finish, you can wash it just like the way you wash your normal panty. Yeah, so it is very easy, and it takes just 2 hours to dry. And then it is free from all the chemicals, chemicals in the disposable parts, so no itches, rashes, and infections.
So what do you need from Shark Tank?
Okay. Currently, we are raising $50,000, 50,000 Ghana cedis, but we are seeking 10,000 from. We are seeking 10,000 from Zongo Shark Tank, so that we can be able to acquire a few more machines and raw material. We are also seeking to do a lot of market development, because that's where we are lacking. We are getting so much demand from international or the business development organizations, because they know that this reusable sanitary pad is a sustainable solution to the menstrual health and waste. So they are actually coming in for our product, but people don't know the product exists. So we need to do a lot of education. So we need to do excellent packaging. We need to do a lot of marketing and advertising. When we go to communities, normally we do community outreach. Local markets, we target local markets. I even go to mosques and churches to talk about our product, and these are all ways that we are going to market our products.
Okay, thank you very much. I noticed you've done some very good research on the background of what you want to do, so congratulations on that. You were talking about doing a lot of market development, and also, but I also noticed you spoke about distribution in your slides. I am not really convinced about how you want to do the distribution. Now, the success of a product relies heavily on the distribution network. I am not convinced how you are going to do this. So I want you to give me a proper insight on how you want to get this done, because that would also influence what we would want to do for you, because we want every business that comes here to be successful. Okay, all right.
That's an excellent question. We have a very strategic way of doing this, because we know menstruation is a very sensitive topic, and so it starts with education. So what we do is we recruit local women and girls who serve as menstrual health champions in their community. So we have a course we call Ambassador of Women's Health course. We take you through the course, which teaches you reproductive system of both the male and female, how menstruation happens, how babies happen, how to even self-defense. So we take them through this whole process, and they become champions of menstrual health education. And then we attach, because we want to provide a holistic solution to the menstrual health challenge. So apart from getting the education down to them, who will serve as our local agents, we also get them the product. So they engage through community outreaches, door to door, word of mouth, and then information center, local information center. So they approach you as ambassadors who are very well educated and trained. They talk about menstruation and how it happens, how biologically it is, and how it is so not dirty. So after that, they tell you about an innovative product that is that is good for your body, your pocket as well, because it is very affordable compared to the disposable parts we have in the market, and it's also good for the planet. So these local legends, we don't just recruit them, we take them through it, and they serve as ambassadors. They need to have passion for menstrual health as well.
Okay, you know, that's one way of getting around it, but also convincing the people is another thing. Typically in our traditional settings, if a young woman walks into the home and sees my mom and tries to talk her into understanding this, I'm not sure that my mom is going to take it so easy. So do you have other channels, or let's say identifying elderly women within the society to
local legends? That's why I said local. So we don't just bring an alien person. This should be somebody well known in the community.
And someone who's got influence.
Exactly, yes. So we engage, we have influencers. One of our marketing strategies that we will be adopting as well, influencers who champion their products. Because when you use it, it's actually very good because of the softness around the body parts, because unlike the pad, which is very uncomfortable, and then I do get a lot of people coming to me to confess that they don't actually use the disposable parts in the market, they still use the old method, but because of the taboos and stigma, especially misconception that menstruation is dirty, they don't really tell people about it. So they hide and use unhygienic means. But this is a product that is bringing back our old knowledge and then adding innovation. So it resonates well with our traditional and cultural system. Even Islamically, it's not good to throw away your blood, your menstrual blood, because it stays. The first sanitary pad that was made is still lying somewhere in the world. So it doesn't decay. It takes about 800 years. So Islamically, it also resonates with our religion, where you get to wash away your blood, dry it nicely in the sun, which is capable of sanitizing it for the next use, or even a ventilated airspace can dry it within 2 hours.
Okay, so the business is currently in the Ashanti region?
Yes, please.
And you have not done anything beyond the Ashanti region yet?
The last time I worked with Plan Ghana, so we went to the northern part of Ghana, precisely where we went to educate women on how to, we started with education, as I said earlier, so we took them through the course. After that, we trained them on how to even sew the parts, because those parts of areas are very challenging in terms of parts. So we taught them how to produce the parts, and we also went to do distribution. So as at when I get an organization that is interested in sustainable solutions, I go there. I've gone around a couple of regions as well to distribute parts.
Okay, this sounds like some good work. Like Alhaji Rabiu said, I think you should be heavy on your social media. I haven't seen it. I am also aware there's something like this, but I haven't seen what you talk about on social media. So maybe this...
Social media too is great. I do post a lot of my work. That is why we are here. We need support to be able to make sure it goes far, to drive a lot of traffic to our page. Yeah, so I've added my page handles to the slide. So we've done a lot of education, and we started with education. So we've created a lot of awareness. And then when we go for the education too, we engage men, we engage the boys, men and their parents, and even local leaders, queen mothers, and so it's a holistic way so that they will also appreciate menstruation and then support women during their period.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I think I need to come for my Supreme Pack. And we are on to the next. We have Khadija Osman of Osclean Food Processing.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Khadija Osman from Osclean Food Processing. Osclean Food Processing, home of premium quality organic food. We only deal in organic food. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Osclean Food Processing is a company that we produce natural organic food, focus on solving problems, on nutritional value. That is our content. And Osclean Food Processing, it's an organic product grown from Ghana markets that makes homemade organic food to access to the right people. Our value proposition, Osclean Food Processing, is home of premium quality organic food. Our customers are our biggest concern. The problems we want to solve is how do we reduce the amount of chemical use in fertilizer? And the second problem too that we want to solve is how to improve on our health products with food and herbal remedy. Our first solution is using, many customers would want to go in for high quality organic products that is free from GMO and trace of chemicals. And the next solution is using our techiberry products for herbal remedy at the same time to chemical alignment, including high blood pressure, anemic, and bacterial infection. Our vision is to produce our vision is to lead company of perform to become the leading company chose for processing techiberry with soya and organic products. And our core value is purpose, that is to add value, and passion, excellence, and preventive health care. And our vision is to deliver high quality, healthy, organic products to cheer our partners and clients and all communities. These are the products we are pitching with. We have 6 products, but we decided to choose this. The next one. Yeah, these are some of the exhibitions we have attended with our products. This an interview with Joy News, an exhibition with GIZ. This is last week's exhibition with the Ghana. This an exhibition last week with the current Ghana Manche. Yeah, with organic food markets. Is portion at 14.3 billion. The duration is from 2020 to 2024. That is 14.38 billion by 2024. That is what is being expected. And with the techiberry market is $143 million. That is techiberry market in general. Because techiberry is not only used in Ghana alone. With Asia and other places, they use techiberry. But it's like, even we Ghanaians, we don't have much knowledge about the techiberry. And the market for techiberry is 6 million in 2021 so far. And the portion, that is our market, potential market, we have covered only 2% as at now. But we are targeting the market in 3 years to target 10%, and in 5 years, 20%. target markets. So with the exhibitions, we are looking at NEIP. We've gone there for training, and the Zongo Hub, and there's a National Acceleration Program that we are currently with them. So we are barely 2 months with them because it's a 6-month program. And with the community markets, the inpatients, most of the health practitioners, they go purchase our products more because of the turkey berry is high nutritional and it's rich in iron. So most of the time they recommend for patients and inpatients, and the midwives also go in for a lot of our products to sell to others. Everyone that is pregnant, women and other people who want to take natural products, that is from hemoglobin. And our market business model, that is 20 to 30% margin. Direct sales is 40 to 50, partnership is 15, and delivery. And with our internship market validation from January, from January, yes please, over 10,000 sales that we've made so far. We are expecting to get an outlet at the end of at the beginning of March 2023, and getting a smart way of delivering. That is with the Ghana Hub. They want to get a platform for us so that we can do that, and we want to purchase a motorbike. And that's our sales so far for the turkey berry since we started. That is January. This was the sales we made, and we increased sales by 10%. And now we increased sales by 15%. And those are the things we need. The equipment we want 1,500, but we have the 15,000, but we have the 5,000. These are the equipment we wanted. That is a ginger slice machine and a meal grinder.
In your presentation, you spoke about your targets, and you're targeting what, 30% of people who are unwell or feel like taking your product.
Especially with the midwives and other health practitioners, they rather get our product and sell it to the patient and inpatient. That is why that is 45%, and 30% for everybody that wants to take something organic and natural.
Okay.
Nutrition is 5%.
Okay. Okay. So what research have you done to sieve out a number from the 30%? Within the 30%,
yeah,
who would feel like taking your products, but health-wise or medically it may not be good for them. So have you been able to?
I was going to ask, what is your background?
Exactly. That's another thing. So, okay, so you speak. You want to speak?
Yeah, I'm a food technologist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Technologist.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay. So that gives you why you think that turkey berry has all of these advantages that you are talking about.
Yes, it has, and medically approved. Even as at now, at our hospitals, they encourage especially people with anemic and pregnant women to take, and especially with the young ladies who goes through their menstrual that have problems. They are being encouraged to take the turkey berry. Their parents use turkey berry for them, and a lot of people taking it raw becomes a problem. So we decided, why don't we add value to it? That is, having dry it and have the raw turkey berry infusion, and having some with ginger, and having another one too with turmeric.
I'm particularly happy that our women are taking the forefront in pushing the business agenda and entrepreneurship. It's very encouraging. At least also give those behind you the impetus to also want to delve into entrepreneurship, and that is very commendable.
Our next participant is Ghania Wahab. Her business is in the ideation stage, so she's coming to pitch to us what her business is about, and then the name she would want to give her business.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Ghania Abdul Wahab. It's a new idea. I want to start exporting wagashi across the globe. Thank you.
Hello, assalamu alaikum. My name is Ghania Abdul Wahab.
I have a business idea, but it's not an existing business yet.
Okay.
So the topic is production and distribution of cheese, wagashi, locally known as wagashi. That's an online business.
What's the name of the business, please?
No name yet.
Yes.
No name. Oh.
Yes. So in Africa and abroad. So the problems I outlined was to satisfy the aspirants who need the product urgently, storage, like the shelf life of wagashi, and ways to preserve, package, and transport it without losing its fresh taste. And the quantity when the quantity or the measurements are not in proportion in the process of preparation, it results to bitterness, and very soft textures. So the target audience is those diasporans who do not have access to the product easily, and areas in Ghana in which the product is not available. The solutions are for preservation, drying of wagashi in the sun, or refrigerating it, prolong the shelf life. And for production, the use of sodom apple plants or lemon juice when boiling the fresh milks give it a natural taste and aroma. And the use of strainer to drain the water and mold it into the round shape. So to be accessible anywhere in the world. And the use of packaging, the use of plastic with lid and a paper bag for packing, and retail distribution to supermarkets for displays and shops. So the process improvement and affordability is a contributing factor in making the wagashi brand a top notch. So how it will work? We have instances whereby, like, a friend from outside, like on a trip to Africa, and when she's coming, like, her friends wanted to bring some of the local foods for her, and in some instance, maybe the kilo that we allotted, it's above it. Sometimes it's be rejected, or you have to pay like an additional extra fee, extra luggage, which is quite expensive. And by producing and exporting it across the globe, it is convenient when it becomes accessible anywhere in the world by just walking into a shop to get one. It can be stored by refrigerating wagashi for 3 months and still be fresh and edible. So the market opportunity size, we're looking at both global and local statistics. For the global, even some foreigners do eat wagashi due to the nutrition value, or take it with like a soya spice, locally known as yaji. And in Africa, it will continue to grow. As far as I'm concerned, Africans are mostly traveling to Europe, Asia, and America for greener pastures, educations, and seminars. So the business model is by marketing the product on social media and transporting it by air, that is via DHL or Ghana Post, and to subscribe or create an account on to these online shops such as Amazon or Jumia, and by distributing across the globe and adding the cost of. Okay, so this basically is in order to arrive at the market price. So like in a week I can produce 500 liters of wagashi, which is equivalent to 1,200 pieces, and each will be sold at 7 cedis as compared to the current market price. And the cost of acquisition of 500 liters of milk currently is 3,500 Ghana cedis, and other expense, which includes water, the ingredients and gas, etc., sum up to like 1,500. And the income generated within, when I make a sales of 1,200, which times 7, that should give me 8,400. So the income generated will be 3,400. And these are the cost of producing one wagashi, and these are the liters, the convection. So the profit margin is going to be 68%. Survey indicated that that prices, ideas, and the products are of essential needs to Africans, not just Africans, sorry, and Caucasians. And wagashi is of good source of protein for people who do not want to eat meat due to health conditions. So the competitive analysis are the price strategy, the packaging of products, preservation measures. Currently in Africa, no one is doing it on a large scale. Because when I search online, I was rather getting a Japanese doing something of that sort. And investments, I've raised about 2,000 for the business, and a capital of 7,000, additional 2,000, we aid to implement the idea. So the following are the list of items that the money will be used for: a shop or storeroom, equipment, ingredients, and delivery guides for dispatch. So the marketing strategy is I conducted an effective text marketing program to a small group of people who provided direct product feedback. So based on the evaluation I carried out, it gave me an idea of the number of people interested in the product.
Ganiat, you know, what you did was projection, right? The business is not existing yet. So I thought that with projection you would you'd give us a compelling reason, you know, to want to put money into the business. I didn't see too many numbers. Okay, and in projection, you work with numbers a lot, because you mentioned there was in one of the slides you did a survey, but you didn't give us figures in the survey. You just did a survey. Okay, I believe that when you carry out a survey, for example, you need to have a sample size, you know, and from that you would get your percentages. You know, definitely you're not going to get everyone in there wanting wagashi, right? Or wanting it in a particular flavor or style. So I thought, you know, you should have given us, you know, all of those.
There was a graph there, but I didn't explain it.
So you can explain it to us, so we.
In Europe, after a little while, like after the market penetration, after the product penetrated into the market, people liked it. So it was a gradual thing. So that's the number I have here, the number of people in the countries. So in Europe, I classify it under Asia, America, and all the countries.
Okay. Ganiat, how are you? Ganiat, I expected you to do a better delivery because you belong to Success Book Club. You read your notes to us. I expected you to talk to us. I'm supposed to give you 25 out of 100 on your pitch. But you came to read to me. You didn't even look at us. You're looking at your screen. Ganiat, how can I be biased? Okay, so this is an idea. It's good. Luckily, I have a degree in agriculture, so I can say something about wagashi. In 2001, I was at Amahia Government Dairy Farm, and we're producing yogurts and wagashi. So I actually have the expertise. The problem with your business is that there are trade laws that inhibit the export of dairy products out of Africa. That is why they seize them at the airports. There's a problem with exporting of meat and meat products and dairy products out of Africa. So one time I was in England, I went to a shop, I saw a guinea fowl. I asked the Turkish guy where they get their guinea fowls from. That we have a lot in northern Ghana. I was excited. I wanted to do business. And they showed me charters that show that they cannot export or import from this side of Africa. They have to import from the Eurozone. And the Eurozone has trade agreements with the North African Arab countries. So they produce in Morocco, Tunisia, take it to France, and then they distribute it in the whole of Europe. So your research has to be a lot more, okay? Because you don't want to start something, you go and hit a snag after you've invested so much money into it. What I think you should do is that you have a business, but the business would have to look at a certain set of clients. Within the Muslim and Zongo communities, wagashi is common. Everywhere you go to Afio, you get wagashi. The Christian, yes, the Christian community and those that are not in the Zongos are the ones that should be your target. Okay? What you can do is that it's still new. People don't know it. But what I think you should do is to go to hotels, restaurants, resorts, and try to sell to them what we call milk curds. It's like cheese, but you can use it as an alternative for meat products. So they will taste and test and see that, oh, it's actually very good. And when they themselves enjoy it, then you can actually produce to them, and you cut all the other kinds of direct marketing, and you are going here and you are going there. It's easy business for you. So the export, until things change on the front of trade where we are not allowed to do those kinds of exports, unfortunately that market is not there and it's not for you. What you can do is look within, explore the possibilities of marketing it to non-Zongo indigenes, notably, as I said, restaurants, eateries, bars, beaches, resorts, so that they can infuse it in the daily diet of Ghanaians, and then you will be in business. But as a start something by yourself. You find the issues, you know, as you're doing it, and then you get what we call traction. Then based on that information, you will actually know where your problems are and what you need to solve your problems. So the idea is good, but you have to go back, sit down at the drawing table, do a lot more research. As I said, your main projections of export, Europe, it's all fantastic, but you are hit with a snag of international trade. So you'd have to look inward and local. So kindly go back to the drawing table, and I hope to see you here again, you know, better prepared and all. Today has been very, very, very competitive. Very, very, very competitive. In fact, I wish that some of you were probably put in other pitching days, but unfortunately, you know, you are here today. You did very well, but because of constraints with resources, we definitely have to shortlist some of you so that some go to the next stage of the competition and others also either try next time or will be on standby. So we have Okshalim and Echo Period making it to the next stage of the competition. That is not to say that Ganiat and Haja Nasma didn't do well. As for Ganiat, I'll personally help her with her project. It's also an idea. It's in the ideation stage, so would want to implement so that, you know, if it has some traction like some of you, then she can come back stronger. So for Haja Nasma, you have a great product. Unfortunately, the competition was a lot stronger. So what we will do for you is that we will put you on standby so that when we have other days and you do better in terms of scoring than some other contestants, then we will push you into their day so that you will join the other two here for the finals. So you have not lost, none of you has lost. It's all a learning curve. You still have a lot to add to your businesses. You need to work hard at it because it is not all done yet. The finals will determine if you get the allotted money or not.
All right, so I am going to add just a little to what Alhaji Rabiu has said. All of you ladies have been very, very impressive, and taking the step alone, you know, deciding to come here alone makes you a winner. You know, I know there are thousands of ladies at home, you know, who would have wished they could be in your shoes but couldn't gather the courage to, you know, take the step and be here. So once you have been here, that alone is a bold step in itself, and makes you all winners. So pick up everything that you have heard from us here, and then, you know, take it into the ideas that you have generated. For those of you who are already into business, it is an opportunity for you to add to everything that you're doing, expand whatever you're doing, and then move with it.
Hello, Mr. Hussein. How was today's session?
I think it's been impressive, and from the feedback that I get, it's this set of contestants have been very, very good compared to the last one. It was very, very competitive, judging from the scores that the participants were able to make from their presentations. So it's been very good, and it's also impressive to see that these young ladies are projecting their businesses in a way that, you know, would not only affect them as people going by the profit margins they're going to make, but also to affect the communities in which they operate. So I think that generally it's been a very, very good one.
All right, thank you. Do you have any final words for the next businesses? Business of businesses.
I think based on what we've seen today, they should really prepare themselves very well, you know, because these contestants, or these participants rather, have raised the bar, and so whoever is coming should know that they're in for a very strong competition.
Whoever is coming should know they are in for a very strong competition. Thank you very much, Mr. Hussein. Mr. Rabiu,
hello.
How did today go?
I think it was quite exciting. We saw very strong pitches from the ladies. I'm particularly excited that the ladies are taking the forefront and venturing into business. It's very commendable, and I hope that many other ladies will take that opportunity as well.
Any final words, please?
Yes, this is an opportunity for Zongo people. I think that we cry that we don't have jobs, and if Zongovation Hub has taken the initiative to give you an opportunity to exhibit or showcase your business, I think that you should take the opportunity to apply and then come here. You never know where your business will go. So take the opportunity and, you know, participate.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rabi.
Public